All right, good morning. I really can't wait until we do a show on Saturday to talk about the golden record that Kiss announced yesterday. A recap, if you haven't seen it, you can see the imagery that they've shared playing in the background, and it certainly does look absolutely gorgeous. Let's start with a positive. It looks absolutely brilliant. It's thinking outside the box, though inside the box, because it is a new type of product, but one which is so far out of the price range of most collectors to the point that leaves them laughing. And that's perfectly fine. Let's make it absolutely clear. Gene Simmons' executive vault experiences, which were very expensive, sold. Stage played musical instruments sell. There is no shortage of a market for high-end Kiss collectibles. So from that perspective, it's not an outlier. It's not outrageous, though the price may seem so. But when you've got 8 ounces of gold, which yesterday was close to $3,000 an ounce, it isn't surprising that it comes with a high-end price tag to match. You know, it does come also in a cheaper version for $2,500, and I don't doubt we'll see a few of those being showed off by fans because that's much more within reach. If you're into computer gaming and graphics at the moment, then you'll know that NVIDIA is releasing a 5070 series. And already there is a very high premium being attached to some of those video cards. If you bought a graphic card in the last 10 years, then you probably have seen the prices jump up to nearly $3,000 for the high-end card. So it's happening in all segments of the market currently. Keep in mind also the price of eggs. But let's get to the most important point. In my view, they've got our attention. We're talking about it. They're relaunching activities in a variety of manners. As already mentioned on the Three Side podcast, 2 boxes and off the soundboard are coming. Who knows what else is in the pipeline? Who knows what the details are? Just like the Kiss Monster book, it's an attention grabber more than anything. It's advertising. I'm talking about it right here. People are talking about it in forums. People are complaining about it on Instagram, on Twitter, or X as it now is, on Blue Sky. Wherever fans gather, they're talking about it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the irrelevant. And come on, the vast majority of us aren't going to buy it whether we can afford it or not. That's not the point. It's an attention grabber that provides free advertising for them to draw attention back to what's going to be happening. We already know the relaunch of Kiss Online is coming, so there we are. It's a great setup play. And, you know, I think the music actually sounded pretty weird on the version that they used as the backing track. I'm not sure what's going on with that. You know, I can't go into many of the details of other than what we can see here, you know, for the videos that have been presented by the manufacturer and shared by Kiss and the manufacturer themselves about what it contains. It contains a book with a story about Strutter, though the very first line that I was able to read in there about Wicked Lester being formed in 1972 just had me pulling out what little hair I have. And 72? No, wrong. Get your shit right. You got to proofread and correct these guys when they get little details like that. You shouldn't have errors in that. Strutter itself is an odd choice, or so it seems. When you think of a gold single in terms of Kiss's public legacy, then you immediately think of Beth, which they're not going to be able to use for obvious reasons, and I Was Made for Loving You, which just hit 1 billion streams. So Strutter is a really weird choice. I'd love to know why, you know, someone came up with that as the song to use for this format. Weird, interesting. But then again, you know, like many people, my first thought about this whole thing was someone needs to lay off the cocaine. But no one's making you buy it. Look at it, laugh about it, talk about it, and just remember, it's got your attention. That's it.